So what I actually wanted to talk about in today's video is a question that I get a lot over comments, DMs. It's a really common question that myself also, don't really have the answer to, but I think it's important enough of a question to talk about it today. You guys already know from the video title, but that's the question of how do I make my life interesting enough? How do I make my life look interesting to film, vlog, document, and make a YouTube video out of it? And even more, how do you get people to watch that video? So if you're at that point within your creative process and you have hit that wall of you don't know what to film in your life to make it interesting, I just wanted to share some things that I've learned along the way and things that I myself would have wanted to know earlier when starting out. So to save you guys some time and some trial and error, this is how I make my life look less boring and how I film my life. So number one, to start out each video, what I like to do is have a central topic that I kind of revolve the entire video around, both narrative and visually. So of course, if I'm out traveling, like I'm in a city like New York City, the video will probably be centered around my trip to New York. But what about when I'm actually just living my day-to-day life? The sad truth is that it is really difficult to sit down and watch a video of someone's life that you don't really have an interest in. So you gotta make the viewer interested, right? And I think that the easiest way to do that is to provide value to the viewer. So what that means for myself is I try to have this identity around my channel, so you guys know that when you guys click on a video, it's gonna be some kind of vlog, but usually I'll talk about some kind of filmmaking, cinematic tips, tricks, and things that I like to do because that's actually what I'm interested in. So that's just something that's really easy for me to talk about and give you guys value in that way. But just remember that that's not the only way to get an audience. You don't always have to provide education to an audience to build that connection. So for example, if I'm making a day in the life of an engineering student, I'll center that video around what it's actually like to be a student at my school in that program. So I'll mention things like classes, my schedule, the department, friends, social events, stress, how I feel about the entire situation, things like that, because that's what the viewers clicked on to watch. And then if it's a vlog of just like my day or my life of the last week, I try to center it around how I feel, how I felt in this last week, what emotions I was feeling, and what was I thinking about. So then with that, when I'm out filming and when I sit down to edit, I have that idea of what I want the final product to look like, the kind of emotions and the general theme that I want the video to build towards. Because if you remember like in grade 9 English or grade 10 English, when you learned about that like introduction, climax, outro kind of triangle for telling a story, in the end, you're gonna have to complete that arc to make a good video. It's about the story. So if you kind of have that idea of what you want your video to be about, it's pretty easy to plot out those points. So something that has really helped me wrap my mind around this entire idea of making these videos and documenting my life is understanding the actual concept of a vlog. A lot of people when watching these kinds of videos will think that a vlog is just a recount of someone's day. Someone's walking around with a camera, filming their entire day, telling you an item by item list of everything that they did that day, and then, filming it, putting some music over it, and throwing it on YouTube. But I'm here to tell you that that is not what I actually think a vlog is. I think that a vlog is actually more of a format of video. So what I'm really trying to get at is think of the vlog as a template for how you want to structure your video, but don't think of it as it has to be you holding the camera out in front of you like this, telling the camera, telling the world about your day. That's not what a vlog is. Not all vlogs have to be day in the lives or pranking your friends or something like that. They can be whatever you want it to be. I can't speak on other people's creative processes too much, but I know for myself that things that I like to do that are different from a normal typical vlog is I like to incorporate cinematics, whether that's like slow-mo, when the black bars come up, cool color grading, music, things like that, as well as I like to incorporate narrations and subtitles whenever I'm not directly talking to the camera if I need to get my point across. And these are techniques that are used in like actual films that never really translated over to YouTube. So when you think of a video vlog or anything, you're probably not thinking of those techniques being used. In the end, what I'm really getting at is that I try not to treat a vlog like a retelling of my life. It has never really been a video series to document all the ins and outs of my personal life, but rather I treat my vlogs like a medium for visual storytelling where I can sit down, talk to you guys like this, and tell the larger stories that I want to in my life. So while we're on the topic of giving advice for new creators making these vlogs, I wanted to share with you guys today's video sponsor, FILMORA. So FILMORA is a user-friendly video editing software suitable for creators of all levels, and I really mean all levels. And the reason that I've partnered up with FILMORA is because of the compatibility of their software. So this application works on Windows, Mac, Android, and iOS, making it perfect for beginners and those iPhone creators. It offers all of the tools that you'll ever need when making vlogs, such as color correction, filters, transitions, effects, and much more. They also have these really cool effects to help you master your audio, such as audio ducking, volume booster, AI music generation, and my personal favorite, which is AI voice removal. Also, having that vast library of royalty-free music, sound effects, and templates to use while editing is just insane. If you're trying to kick off your creator journey, make sure to check them out. I'll have them linked in the description. I realize as I get older, I'm 21 right now, I turn 22 in like a week and a half that social media and these videos, everything that I'm putting out there, it's not about making my life look interesting or faking it that my life is so cool, better than other people's. It's just that these videos are actually about my life. These videos are my life. I really do treat my vlogs like a journal. Instead of just telling you guys straight up what's going on in my life, I try to sit down, reflect, think, and really put out how I feel about what's going on in my life, not just what I'm doing. This entire YouTube thing, picking up a camera, all started because I just wanted to make something cool, and I really think that's what I'm doing here, which is just documenting my life, my progression, whether that's in school, filmmaking, the gym, whatever else I'm doing in my life, pursuing. I think that treating my vlog like a journal where, you know, in the future I can come back, sit down, and watch these videos is a really neat idea. We are at Navy Pier right now, which apparently is like one of the most visited tourist places in the Midwest. I mean, it doesn't seem very packed right now. It's also a Friday night, so it doesn't seem that believable, but also Claire makes a good point. What else is there to see in the Midwest? I do think it's really pretty though. You do get a nice view of the skyline. Actually, that's only like half of the skyline. The other half is like behind these buildings right here.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see the half that's like gothic, that one.
Yeah, because it's like over there and also over there. We're gonna continue the walk to the other side of the pier and see if we can get a better view. It's so windy, yeah.
And ice cream.
And an ice cream. Let's get an ice cream.
Yay.
I feel like all the rides here are operating at like
1.5.
Yeah, like 1.5 to double the speed. Like this thing is going crazy. This thing too. I'm out shooting right now, so that's why I'm on the telephoto lens, but you can also just ignore everything that I've said about making vlogs, because in the end it really is just making whatever you want. And right now I'm out shooting. Look at this view. The view is insane. The sunset was nice, and there's no real storyline of what's going on right now, and I'm just having fun shooting, because in the end that's what I like to do, so that's what my vlogs are gonna look like. Okay, so home again now, and it's about 11 p.m. We don't actually spend a lot of time outside at night. After like a certain hour, usually like 9 or 10 p.m., I pretty much just crash. I had some final thoughts about the entire vlogging thing that I wanted to talk about, which is the effect that making these YouTube videos and vlogging has had on my life. So I said earlier in the video that the goal isn't to make your life look interesting, but rather just to film your life and whatever that may be. But in a way, making these videos actually pushes me out of my comfort zone a little bit. For example, it makes me think in a new kind of way where I'm not really on autopilot just coasting through my day, but I'm actually thinking, what is happening in my day that would make a good video? What is the best version of myself that I want to be, and what do I really want to put out there? And whatever that may be, that version of myself, that's what I'm working towards in these videos. The same way that journaling or setting goals may push you towards like a better version of yourself and keep you accountable, that's what these videos do for me. I think that's really what's at the core, the center of all of this, which is really just me filming, documenting my life, my journey towards that better version of myself. So yeah, even though it is a lot of work to carry around this camera and always be thinking of what kind of stories to tell in the back of my head, in the end it has been almost therapeutic for myself to be able to sit down, make these videos. I guess that wasn't too technical or anything. I didn't go into specific camera settings or gear or anything like that. I actually have a whole other video talking about that, which you can check it out. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I will catch you guys in the next one. Make sure to check out FILMORA in the link in my description. Thank you again for sponsoring this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.